I wanted to talk about something that's come to my attention, and a person in specific who has come to my attention recently, and that is a YouTuber who is now sadly lost to us because he apparently committed suicide. And his name is, or the name that he went by, his handle on YouTube was Renegade the First, or Renegade #1. And just going back and listening to a lot of Renegade's videos, a lot of what he had to say in his videos, I was really struck by the fact that a lot of what he was saying really synced up with a lot of what I have been advocating when it comes to masculinity, when it comes to the whole notion of being a stoic, when it comes to the whole notion of refusing to play games, refusing to I don't know, do this kind of whatever you want to, this whole idea that you try to improve yourself, and by self-improvement you become more desirable to women, and the whole futility of that, the whole, not just futility of it, but how it really is something that ultimately is an endeavor that saps you of your integrity and makes you into just this pathetic type of person who's just, I don't know, kind of like someone who just is trying to do whatever it takes to get noticed, trying to, like if he's told, oh well, if you wear black, then ladies will think you're sexy, so you wear black. Or if you don't smile in pictures, then women will think you're mysterious, and they'll be drawn to you. Then you don't smile in pictures. All this kind of nonsense. And it seemed like Renegade #1, or Renegade the First, as I called him, while a young guy, and in some ways maybe still developing, that's why it's sad that he's no longer around, but for someone so young, and someone who maybe said to be a little rough around the edges in certain ways. I don't know if he received formal education. He's a very, very smart guy. I'm not. When I say that about him, maybe not receiving formal education, that's not me putting him down. Very bright, very articulate, and very much, I don't know, not just another MGTOW content creator saying the same kind of things, repeating the same mantras over and over again. This was somebody pretty special. This was somebody with a mind that was independent, and somebody who was always questioning the things that he was being told, even by his the supposed allies in the manosphere, or the whatever you want to call it, the pro male realm of the internet. And I think if you watch some of his videos, which I recommend, you will see what I mean. Now, again, I don't think he was perfect in every way, but I think he was. I think he really did have an insight that was very unique, and an ability towards being profound, making profound insights and profound declarations, and it's just very sad that he's no longer around. I mean, it would be sad anyway. It's sad when anybody chooses to end their life, but in this case, this was somebody who had a lot of potential, and so let us pray for Renegade number 1, and I will link to his channel. Check out what he has to say, and again, if you know me, you know my work, you know Ruminations of a Low Status Male and A Final Solution to the Incel Problem. You'll see that a lot of what I say, a lot of what I write about in those works is very much, he covers a lot of the same ground. He's someone who called himself Black Pill eventually, but he doesn't have the same kind of his version of the Black Pill is something that is, I find, much more palatable than this defeatism. It's over. You're never going to be happy. You lost the genetic lottery, and now you just have to be miserable forever, and that's just the way it is. It's over. That doesn't seem to be his version of the Black Pill. His version of the Black Pill was, it was grim. It was a grim outlook on life, particularly for a man of lower status, trying to slog through the depraved and perverse and thoroughly messed up sexual mores of our times. He very much acknowledged the grim nature of all of that, of the current set of circumstances. But he was somebody who seemed to be very taken with, or as he developed, seemed to be more and more taken with Stoicism. He was somebody who was very taken with, don't be taken in by some life coach or some, smooth talking PUA, don't buy into these kinds of people who only want to exploit you. Have a greater regard for yourself than that. So ultimately, his version of the Black Pill was that you are important, that your integrity is important. The way I hear most people who talk about the Black Pill, it's just sort of like integrity. Who cares? Because I'm going to be alone forever. So, I would look max if I could, because I don't want to be alone forever, and I'll just be miserable if I'm alone. And he's more like, no, don't look max. Don't do this. Don't mess up your face with plastic surgery. Just, don't do these kinds of things to yourself, just in an effort to somehow make yourself more palatable. Don't seek validation in these kinds of ways. Again, I think you will see there's a lot of. I didn't know about him until I'd heard that he'd passed, and then I started listening to his videos, and again, a lot of them I'm really, really struck by the fact that he and I were very much, he was finding his way along, and he found his way in a direction, philosophically speaking, that was very similar to me. And he's a very young guy. I think he was 25. So, if you're the praying type, please do keep Renegade #1 in your prayers, and check out his videos if you're so inclined, and let me know what you think. My name's Andy Nowicki. You can check out my work at altrightnovelist.com.